I am Lotad, and tonight we're going to be talking about Poké Transporter RNG. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up Poké Transporter and select your game. At this point, you pause your frame. You will need to remember what frame you are at the Use This Game screen. Input your initial seed into the seed location and make sure that you have Transporter selected as the type of RNG at the top bar. You'll input your frame under frame range and prepare to hold A on your 3DS. When you hold A, that will start back up the frames and it will go ahead and select Use This Game, which will connect to the server. Selecting at this point will connect to the internet, and you'll see a slight frame jump from me hiding some of my Nintendo Network ID information. Pressing start and left on the D-pad will pop up the screen information on the Pokemon 1. This is the first transporter Pokemon. In order to switch between other Pokemon on the list, you can hold the select key and press the left or right D-pad. Using the information from Party Pokemon 1, I am going to search for the exact IVs that I found. You do this so that you can find exactly what your delay is. The network delay is a little bit touchy, so you're going to have to do multiple iterations of this. Notice that the index of my target Pokemon on the left-hand side is 9. That is incorrect. I quickly notice and I fix it to where we get proper IV spread and we can find the frame that I actually hit. Shown here are two believable spreads that I hit. All the spreads are going to be the same, but these are the two believable frames. The high-end frames are due to the fact that my frame range was up to 700,000 from other work that I was doing. Choosing between these two, I know that I'm going to do many iterations of this process, up to 10, sometimes more if needed, to find what is the most common delay that I hit. The simple subtraction problem of your initial minus the frame that you hit based upon IVs is how you're going to solve what is your delay. In this case, 4,197 minus 3,917 is going to be equal to, quiz time, 280. We're going to need to repeat this process because this is a network that we're dealing with, and your time to connect to the server and what server you are connecting to can affect how long this delay is going to be. There is no way to get 100% of the time of an exact delay. So what we're going to do is iterate over this process multiple times. Try to keep coming to this Use This Game screen, stopping with our frames, and then keeping track of the initial frame and the frame that we hit with the IVs. By iterating over this process again and again, you will collect a fair amount of data. The key to this is your sample size. You want to have about 10 to really get a good idea of what your delay is. And you see, what delay am I hitting the most? And the delay that you are hitting the most is what you are going to input into your RNG info. When it says consider delay, you're going to select that box and then put your new delay. The video from this point goes into a lot of reiterations of what I've already said, so just continue going through that, try to get about 10 tries in, and you'll see a pattern of your delays. I've selected the consider delay box. I've hit in my delay, which is 300, and I have modified the number of perfect IVs to be 5. I'm just going for any spread. You can enter in whatever you want in the ranges for the HP, attack, defense, etc. When you find a frame that you desire, you can go ahead and go back to the Use This Game screen, hit that frame, and pause on it. As I approach the 26,668 frame, I'm going to press start and select to stop my frames. You can then press the select button to quickly iterate through, one frame at a time. No frame is unhittable. I've now hit my frame and I have selected A at the same time, and we're going to see if I hit my delay. If I hit my delay, pressing start followed by the left D-pad will show up with the correct IV spread that I was looking for. As you can see, this was the spread, 5 IV minus special defense. This did take 2 tries. Even though I had a fairly consistent delay on a good network, it still takes a couple tries. You're not always going to hit it, so don't go for those crazy high frames and immediately expect them to work. If you do mess up though, you can simply select no, I don't want to transfer this box, and go back to the title screen, and you'll start with the same initial seed. You'll still have your same delay unless something's changed in your network, and you'll be able to try again. PokeCalc NTR creator Zaxabeast and his team of super friends call this the glorified SR mechanic. From here, you can simply transfer what Pokemon you want. I only wanted the one that I RNG'd. You can actually check all of the remaining Pokemon in the transport box if you want to RNG around a general frame where there is a whole bunch of frames that are possible. We'll verify the Pokemon in Pokemon Moon, and once that is done, you will have completed your RNG process. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what RNG topic you'd like me to cover next. If you'd like to support the developer of PokeCalc NTR, then a link will be provided below as well. Thank you.